So apparently retro Pizza Huts from the 70s and 80s are popping up all over the United States again. It's one of the top trending things on YouTube right now when it comes to nostalgia. 2 years ago, I did a video about this. Stick around. Let's talk about it.
Masters of the universe on the shelf. Vintage collectibles speak for themselves. Cartridges loaded and ready to play. Taking every Gen X kid back today. Game on now! Time to explore! One more score! Then one more! Rad Graham Extra! Rad Graham.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Rad. Welcome to the Rad Cave. And today I wanted to go over a video I did a couple years ago. Now, shout out to my buddy Brandon. He told me I should probably do this. And so I'm going to take a video that I did a couple years ago from the Rad Graham channel that probably a lot of you guys hadn't seen and kind of pop it in here and kind of go over some things. But I didn't want it to just be a replay of that. It seems like, and I got the idea from somebody back then, but I'm before the algorithm kicked in, right? So I have noticed and seen lots of videos coming up about the Pizza Hut classics that are popping up all over the U.S. Now, I went to one in Hondo a couple years ago, Hondo, Texas, and for whatever reason, it's not on the list anymore as being a classic, so I don't know if it is. If any of you guys have been to the Hondo Pizza Hut in the last couple months and it still is a Pizza Hut classics, drop a comment and let me know. But I kind of wanted to go over a few things, and then I'll share the video, and I'm not going to share the whole video. I'm going to cut some stuff out. But as you notice, I am a big Pizza Hut fan. And just like Brandon mentioned in the message, we all know growing up Gen X, I'm talking to Gen X or older millennials. We know what Friday was like at a Pizza Hut. It was special. In one of these videos I did see about the pizza wars and all that is that Domino's was predominantly always a delivery method, right? From the very beginning, Domino's was you call in, you place your order, and they drive it there. So their app is far superior to what the Pizza Hut app is today. But what Pizza Hut was a dining experience. It was the family takes you out, you get to go sit in a booth, you have somebody that waits on you, you have a salad bar to go to, which I always loved the salad bar. You had, and the one that I grew up in, you had a jukebox, and you had always that tabletop Pac-Man game. They're pretty much standard in every one of them. The other thing that makes these Pizza Hut special is the architecture. The ones that are the original architecture with the windows and the roof line and all that are what they're using to base that on. So as you can see, I've got my Pizza Hut shirt. I've got my Pizza Hut name tag, although I never worked there. And then you'll see in the video, I make mention of the hat that they used to wear. And I said, I actually bought that one. Well, here it is. It's a hat like that. And I look really bad in it. But it's a pretty kick-ass hat. And so this is what they would wear. This was their required uniform in the 1970s. So without further ado, let's get into the video. What's going on, Rad family? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Graham, and bringing you another video that I'm actually pretty excited about. I have to give a shout out to the channel Jordan the Lion, because if I hadn't watched his video, I wouldn't have known about this. But he had a video where they talked about a few years back. I mean, this isn't new, but a few years ago, Pizza Hut decided to take some small town Pizza Hut locations, and I guess either corporate or the franchisees decided to remodel them to make them look like they were in the 70s and 80s. And then they've called them Pizza Hut Classics. So they have it on the sign. You're supposed to have a plaque, which I can see it here. And then I had to search an article and found that there were about 5 of them in Texas. One in Fredericksburg, which is a town that I know, and one in Hondo, which is another town that I know. The other 3 I wasn't really familiar with. So it turns out that I had some Rotary Club training to do in Uvalde, which is about 2 hours away from where I live. However, you've got to pass through the city of Hondo in order to get to Uvalde. So I decided that after my training today, I would swing through Hondo and stop and check out a Pizza Hut Classics, have some pizza, and reminisce about how it was when I was a kid in the 80s, going to Pizza Hut. My mom would take me and my brother, and I remember the decor. I also remember the fun. It was a really big deal for us to be able to go to Pizza Hut. Kind of like, I always thought that there was more movies, like Adam Sandler movies, where he was, at a Pizza Hut. But I believe it's Bench Warmers, it's one. And every time I see a movie or a clip or something like that where people are at a Pizza Hut having fun, it just reminds me of being a kid. Of course, we had the Pac-Man table, and we had a jukebox. I don't think these have it, but what they did have was the red and white checkered tablecloths, the booths, and the iconic stained glass chandelier lamps, I guess you would call them, that were over the booths. So super excited. I got here. It's about 45 minutes back from Uvalde to get here, and I'm going to go in and let's have some pizza. Well, all right, welcome back. I ate, and I don't normally eat pizza, let alone bread. I love pizza, but I don't really eat bread and try to eat a little bit clean. So I'm pretty sure I'll pay the price for that later. You know what I mean? But as you can see, I couldn't do audio in there because they had the radio or their, station blaring, so I'd get copyright struck on the music playing in the background. But was a little surprised. It's actually a very small Pizza Hut on the inside, and unfortunately, they didn't have the red and white checkered tablecloths. But other than that, it was, brought back a lot of memories. They have the cool pictures of the old school ways it was. I especially like the picture of the two workers wearing the uniforms. That would be pretty cool if they wore that. I don't know. Just if you're gonna go all in with the classic design, going old school with the 70s and 80s, why not on the outfits as well? But as you can see, I'm popping up some pictures. Just basically everything that I said it would be, with the stained glass chandeliers, with the they did have the red cups, but I guess I don't know what you had to get in the drink in order to get the red cup, because I got a Dr. Pepper and got a clear cup. And so you can imagine in the middle of the store is where the salad bar would have used to be, would have been, let me say it that way. And probably over by the corner where the door is at, where the Pac-Man would have been. Overall, it's a super cool design. This is an original Pizza Hut. You see the corner glass. It kind of comes to a corner and at an angle, and then the way that the windows are shaped is just iconic for somebody in my generation. Again, we used to go there all the time, and I even have a mug. I'll pop a shot of it up. It's a Pac-Man mug that I believe it's from 1982. I would have been 8 years old at the time, that I got from a Pizza Hut myself when my mom took me there. So when it got down to order, I figured I had to keep it real, right? I had to order the Supreme Pizza and keep it legit, because if we're going with the 80s Pizza Hut theme, then we have to go with the Supreme Pizza. And why do I have to go with the Supreme Pizza? Because my mom was a single mom raising two kids. Sorry, there's a train going by. Might be able to see it over there. My mom was a single mom raising two kids, and my dad didn't necessarily pay child support consistently. And so when my mom did take us out here, she ordered the pizza that she liked, and that was the Supreme.
One Super Supreme.
Mozzarella, pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, Canadian bacon, olives, peppers, and Italian sausage.
Super Supreme at Pizza Hut. The toppings make it super. The taste makes it supreme.
Mozzarella, pepperoni, Canadian bacon, mushrooms, onions, and Italian sausage.
Super Supreme at Pizza Hut.
Of course, being a kid, we absolutely hated that. But what did parents do back then? Pick off the onions, pick off the bell peppers, and just deal with it. And of course, we dealt with it in our own ways. We'd wind up picking off everything that we thought, right? Got it all piled up on a bowl next to it, take a bite and then crunch. You get one of them damn onions that are under the cheese that you didn't see. And then it would just kind of, you know, ruin it for you. But we made do, see? We didn't get our ways back then. And we were just grateful for the chance to be able to go out and eat dinner, have a good time. Of course, the vibe in these places on a Friday or Saturday night back in the 80s was a lot different than they are now. It was just popping. It was some place that we really, really wanted to be. And so again, I've never had an issue with Pizza Hut. Quality, the pizza was good. The service was great. Considering that, you know, places like this still struggle with getting good employees. I know I've read the one here on the reviews, and some of them are pretty bad, but overall my experiences were great. It was a little hot in there. It's obviously we're in South Texas, but right now it's about 93 degrees here, and that might sound hot, but just a week ago we were 102. So today's, excuse me, see, the pizza's already coming back up.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Today it's not as hot as it was last week, so it was a little warm in there. So I guess I can't complain. I would feel worse for the employees having to work in a warm place next to those pizza ovens all day long. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, that was from a couple years ago where I wasn't as comfortable filming in public. So I went in and I did some videos, kind of nonchalant, discreet, and some photos. But it kind of gives you an idea of what the Pizza Huts were back in the day. And I'm glad to see that these franchisees, there's one that's in the Midwest that's got like 20, 25 locations that he's turning into a Pizza Hut Classic, which I think is great because Pizza Hut's losing the pizza war, right? They are not, their numbers are down. There's Pizza Hut shutting down. But the one thing that separated Pizza Hut from Domino's and Little Caesars was it was a restaurant and it was a dining experience, kind of like what Red Lobster used to be before it became Dead Lobster. So anyway, what do you think, guys? Do you have any in your area? Have you been to one yet? Drop a comment below and let me know. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.